All right, what's going on, guys? And we're back at East Fork with our Yamaha FSH 222. And you know me and Dad, we can't leave anything stock. So today we're going to talk about all the mods that we've done to the Yamaha FSH 222 thus far. All right, and for the first mod, we've got the Winch Steps. These are from Jet Boat Pilot. They come with these two steps and the padding for the sides and the two steps themselves. One thing to note though is your tailgate, depending on the truck and ball mount setup that you have, you might have clearance issues. So with us, we have just enough room, but we ordered a specific ball mount that was a little bit longer so we could actually clear the tailgate. So definitely one thing to note with that. And it's also got the padding for the bottom of the trailer here for when you're stepping in, but it makes it really nice to get it in the front of the boat from the trailer. So it makes it really easy. And they hold my weight no problem. I'm 180 pounds. And then for our second mod, or pretty much just accessory for this one, is the anchor. So this is a FX11 anchor. We actually originally bought the Yamaha Premium Deluxe anchor, and the span wasn't long enough to fit in the cradle. So we had to try a different anchor. This one's actually made for a bigger boat, and we still had to grind down the sides to fit in the cradle. But this anchor's awesome. It's like super light. But yeah, you can see it's the Fortress FX11. Super nice quality and weighs not much, so it's easy to move around and still fits in our cradle no problem. But highly recommend that anchor if you guys are in the market for a new anchor. Just for note, the span between our two cradles is 22 inches, so it's really long, and that's why the Premium Deluxe anchor didn't fit for us, made by Yamaha. So it was actually made specifically for this boat, even though it didn't look like it and just didn't plain work for this area. All right, up next we upgraded the speaker system. From the factory, it's actually pretty good. We were actually pretty impressed with it, but we had some of the components to build up a stereo system just laying in the basement, so we went ahead and done up the whole system. The only thing that we did buy was the JL audio speakers. I'll have the part number down below right here, but those are awesome. So we hit it in the center console area, and in here stored the amp and the subwoofer. This amp is a marine grade JL audio amp that we had out of our old boat, and it's a 4-channel 125 watts per channel amp, and it's kick butt. And then this is a bazooka subwoofer. This is a already powered subwoofer, so we just had to run the power wires and ran RCAs to the factory head unit. But it was actually pretty nice running the power wires to the battery, because it's a pretty straight shot. We just used a fishing tape and ran it all the way to the engine bay, so it wasn't really an issue. It was a lot easier than a car, that's for sure. But it sounds awesome now. And the FSH 222, you have 2 speakers in the front and 2 in the stern. And then you can see we ran the power wires and the fuses right up to the battery. And we picked up this Kimimoto mirror. We were just kind of not wanting to spend $400 on the Yamaha mirror, so we wanted to try something cheaper. This is really cheap. I think it was less than 50 bucks, but it works pretty decent. I imagine the Yamaha one works probably better, but just for the time being, this has been a pretty good setup. All right, and for the back, we installed this marine mat from Yamaha. It's really nice. It really wasn't slippery back here before we installed the mat, but if somebody has lotion on or sunscreen, could be a little risky from without the mat. And I think everybody really likes it because it's more cushy, So a lot of people like to sit in the back of the boat with their feet in the water. So it makes it really nice. And I think it looks really cool. And then for our final mod, we went with the thrust vectors and lateral thrusters from Jet Boat Pilot. This was kind of an unexpected mod that we were going to do because, you know, I've been driving boats since I was 14, so I've been driving boats for say like 13 years or so, and you know, never really had a problem. And we ride jet skis all the time, but it was kind of, you know, a little bit of a learning curve to drive this boat compared to the other ones that we've had. The jet drive is a little bit different. Constantly wants to kind of push forward, and it really lacked in steering or maneuverability at low speeds. So this really helps with that. And we also really just wanted other people to be able to drive the boat around the ramp, and wasn't super confident in that from the factory or, you know, in stock form. So I think the thrust vectors and lateral thrusters really help with that. The thrust vectors, if you're going forward, before, the wind would just take you everywhere. With the lateral thrusters, it wants to keep the boat straight, and if you're steering one way or the other, it tracks a lot better than without them. Yeah, Dad calls the thrust vectors training rudders. But the lateral thrusters are just this little piece here is to direct the water more to the left or to the right of the boat when you're maneuvering around the dock. It only works in reverse. It's not near as noticeable as the thrust vectors. Those are a huge improvement in controlling the boat. Obviously, it's like training wheels, like Dad says. It's a pretty night and day difference. But definitely wanted to show these. It's a pretty expensive mod, but it does make it nice if you're having anybody drive the boat that is less experienced or learning to drive your boat.